Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am doing a huge refresh of my downstairs great room, so come along with me while I refresh this whole space. So just wanted to give everyone a quick reminder of what our old couch looked like in our living room. We have sold it now. We sold it on Facebook Marketplace. And this is our new couch. We got it at Rooms to Go. We are absolutely loving it. It has the chase lounges on both ends, and it has just really opened up our living room. It is kind of like this mixture of colors, kind of grays in there and beiges and creams. And so it does kind of give like this very soft gray overall look to it. And so in today's video, we're also going to be decorating my mantle. Decorating my couch actually really inspired me to finally appropriately decorate my mantle among a bunch of other areas in my home. So this is kind of all of the decor items I have been buying here and there and just squirreling away. And just this little corner in my kitchen is just where I've been just piling everything up for several weeks now to decorate my whole downstairs. So before my husband ever gave us the green light to go buy a new couch, I was really trying to do my best to be content with the couch that we had, even though there were so many issues with it and it was driving me a little nuts. I was really trying to be content with what we had. And so I knew if I was going to keep it a few more years, I wanted to redecorate it. So I looked online on Etsy and found some beautiful pillow covers, and between the time that I placed the order on Etsy and by the time I was filming this, my husband was like, go buy a new couch. And so I got these new pillow covers in, and one of them didn't work. It was just kind of the wrong color, so I was able to send that back. But this floral pillow cover, that is one of the new ones from Etsy, and thankfully it worked out perfectly. And so that gray pillow cover that I just did, that was actually one that we had before. And then these little beige lumbar pillows, I bought those from Target. And I think everything pulled together so beautifully. I absolutely love it. One of my tricks that I use is if you buy a pillow cover, say it's 20 by 20, to get that more full look, I actually will use a 22 by 22 pillow insert. And if, say it's 18 by 18, I use a 20 by 20 pillow. And so that has made, I think, these pillows look a little bit more full and fluffy and inviting. So I'm just trying to play around with the pillows a little bit just to kind of figure out how I like it. None of this is super intuitive to me, so it does take me a while. I can't always envision what it's going to look like at the end, so it does take me several tries. So don't feel discouraged if it takes you a little longer than what you feel is normal or what you see on any social media or like HGTV. I really struggle with this, and sometimes I will even stop the camera because I'm like, I get so frustrated with myself. I'm like, I don't know what looks right, but I do try to leave some of that on here so you can see me struggle. I don't get it right the first time. And a lot of things that I've even done in this video, I have gone back over the past several weeks and changed it up even further. So you'll probably see that in future videos as well. So these blankets, I had actually found some at Pottery Barn that were on sale. And when they came in, I did not really like them. They were too soft, if that's even a thing. To me, they were too soft, a little too fuzzy. And so I actually found these blankets at Walmart. I think they were $20. I will try to find the link and link it down below. And I absolutely love them. I think they go well with the color in the lumbar pillow and in the floral accent pillows. So I was not initially intending to redecorate this coffee table and introduce this new wooden tray that I found at Home Goods. It's beautiful, by the way, but the wicker tray, in all honesty, it was catching a lot of crumbs. It was pretty gross. So I found this beautiful kind of whitewashed wood tray, and it just helps keep all my remotes a little bit more corralled and keep things looking a little bit more tidy. I feel like it's just more of a clean look than the wicker tray was. And here I am. I'm just trying different things that I want to put on the tray, and I'm using what I already had at this point. Again, I did change it up again after I filmed this, so you'll probably see that in a future video, but this is kind of where I landed on this day, and so far I am loving the overall look of the living room. It just makes me so happy when I wake up and I walk out into the living room to see all of these beautiful things that I've chosen and everything really coming together. It just makes me happy walking out into my living room. So I am finally circling back to my entertainment center, and I'm going to finish decorating this. I had actually started redecorating the whole entertainment center back in the fall, and this was before I had ever started my YouTube channel. So by the time I'd started my YouTube channel, a lot of this had already been done, but there are a few more items like these books underneath this decorative bowl that I have been wanting to add. It just takes me some time and takes me putting the money away to be able to afford all of these little decor pieces. So I finally got some books to put underneath that bowl, and it is definitely doing a better job at hiding that speaker there in the back. And I have asked my husband if I could move it, and he says no, it has to stay. So I've just been trying to decorate around it, and I do think those kind of hide it a little bit better. And then I am just adding these cute little wicker baskets that I found at Marshall's. I feel like it takes up the space a little bit better. I don't know. I like them. I don't know if I need to get something bigger to fill out that space. Let me know what you think, or if you have any ideas. You can't really see in there too well when the doors are shut, so it's not bothering me too much at this time. So now we are on to the mantle. This mantle has driven me crazy since we moved in. I have tried multiple different things, and I feel like I've never gotten the scale right. So I bought this white vase at Target, and I knew it would work because I have the exact same vase on the dresser in our bedroom. And so I was just trying out different looks up there, and I actually really like the colors and how it mixed in there, but I got the largest version. I think it's Hearth and Hand, if I'm not mistaken, and so it is still available. And I just used some of the stems that I already had in that clear vase, and I'm adding a few more other greenery stems that I bought at H-E-B. If you live in Texas, you know that is literally my favorite store. I love me some H-E-B, and I think it turned out beautiful. It really helps kind of fill that gap in between the mantle and the bottom of the mirror. And I would love to lower the mirror, but then the spacing at the top looks a little bit off. So the mirror is a little bit on the smaller side. I wish I could find something bigger, but I'm making it work. And I found these very heavy stone candlesticks at home. I think the tall one was like $20 and the smaller one was about $16. So we're on to this wall. Y'all, I have been absolutely obsessed with Facebook Marketplace. I've gotten a little out of control, but the first table that I found on there, I had to have it. The first day I saw it, I bought it. And it is this super cute vintage table, and the sides drop down and the legs will kind of pull out to support the sides. As you can see, it is in very, very, very rough shape. So I eventually want to, at a minimum, strip down the top and restain it. I think the legs are okay. So we'll see. It is definitely a project for in the future. And then I got this beautiful marble lamp at Target. It is really, really heavy. It is very deceiving. It is a lamp that's on the smaller side, so it's kind of just tall and skinny. But holy cow, it is like carrying around a toddler. It is super, super heavy, which is kind of good. It kind of holds down this little table, so if you happen to bump it, it's not moving. And then I got some very cute, more decorative books. And then my absolute favorite part is this bowl. It was part of my grandmother's china, and I don't use her china very often, and so I have found a way to incorporate it in the decor, and now it is just a drop zone for like our earbuds, our lanyards for work and school, and our keys, and that's how we have been using it for the past several weeks, and it is literally my absolute favorite spot in this house. I am completely obsessed. So I'm changing out the vase on my kitchen table because you'll see in a minute, this vase actually kind of echoes the vase that I got from Pottery Barn that I'm doing in another spot here in a minute. So thankfully all of the green stems fit perfectly in that vase, and I'm going to reuse the old vase in another spot. So now we are moving on to the kitchen island. So I had initially bought this vase from World Market and the stem as well, I believe, during 2020. And I just kind of had this vision in my head of what I wanted this area to look like. I just wanted something a little bit more substantial. And this is the vase I have been eyeing at Pottery Barn for so incredibly long. And I just thought it would look perfect here on the island. And I loved kind of all of these pictures I had been looking at online, where it had the wicker basket and the vase and some decor items, and kind of offset on the island, so not centered like I had the other one before. And it was actually kind of blocking my view whenever I was standing there doing the dishes in the evening watching TV. So I liked this kind of offset look with these vase with these very, very large stems. And so I am just playing around trying to figure out exactly how I wanted it. And so I was kind of just grabbing different decor pieces to see what might look best there. And I still have, actually to this day, I'm not settled on exactly how I want it. I don't know if I want to get like some really cool vintage looking candlesticks to put there, or like a reed diffuser or something else just to kind of fill out that basket space. I'm not quite sure. And so, yeah, I was just trying different things. I was pulling from all sorts of different areas in my house just to see if there was something that would work, that looked good. And this is kind of how I decorate. I try all sorts of different things, and then I'll land on something that looks good, and I'll kind of sit with it a few weeks, and then I end up coming back to it and rearranging it. So definitely don't feel like you have to get it right the first time. To me, this is kind of an evolution in my decorating style. I just have to keep trying until I get to where I think it looks good, get to something I like. And then, I was doing a lot of decorating during COVID when we were all in lockdown and I was super bored. So buying a bunch of stuff off of Amazon and redoing a few things. And here we are 4 years later. And I feel like I've kind of evolved in my sense of style, and I kind of see how things can go together a little better. And by no means do I believe I'm like have an amazing skill as an interior decorator. I don't, but I definitely can see how I've gotten better as the years have gone on, and I'm super proud of myself.